I have some interesting question. How would you map the farming land next to the residential area? Are there barriers? If so, how would you label them? But are there every time that as UN you hold back from mapping certain remote areas, especially the roads to get there, because that might drop out the security of people living there? There would be for conflict zones, of course. So I will answer the second one. Generally, regarding the basic topographic map features, we map everything. There are some features that would not be mapped, I would say, as either from the UN or even from the USM community. In some context where there's, remember, for example, the civil war in Syria, there was no project in the tasking manager about it in general, and as the government was bombing a large portion of the country, and especially it was even if it was identifiable, you could not the people do not map some amenities like you could recognize sometimes hospitals, schools, or things like that. That was not mapped. Here apparently there is no requirement or no warning that have been made regarding those regions. So so the mapping of the map feature is done, but of the topographic feature is done, but it may be also restricted if it comes into the discussion to map further. But from the imagery, we cannot actually identify nothing even if there was some amenity there. And I'm not sure we could not recognize a school here because in this mountainous region, you don't have the courtyard you can find in other contexts around the school. So second question was to map, for example, this. Yes, actually, when we start mapping land cover, we will not use only simple geometries like ways, but also relations. And that makes, I would actually split this. But I will show you that next time, actually, how to make land covers. But without entering into the detail, and that's something I will show you next time, I will actually create that as a relation and map that as a effect. Yeah, as you said, that's a hedge. Okay, so map that as a hedge. This portion and this portion, the new portion that I would create this as a hedge. Hedge is here. No, hedge wolf. I think it's more wall. It's wall. It's mineral. I think it's not. There's no really vegetation. I think it's more wall. And this would be also a wall. And these two objects together, I would make them a crop field. In this case, I don't think it's a crop because you can see there are some terraces there that generally they do that. Maybe something to put some cattle or I don't know. but I would not make that as a land cover because the surface doesn't seem to be very different from this one. Here it's totally different. Okay, it's totally different. And surface is there's no, that's bit of vegetation or rocks here. I don't know. Okay, but that for the moment my residential area is broken, and actually I would create a relation involving these two ways to make them to get together residential land use. Okay, but I don't want to scare you to show you something that I would have to explain you the concept first, and this would be for the next time, I think, if I'm not wrong. I know it's no, the next one is about the smartphone apps. It's for, yes, this one, advanced mapping features and basics of land cover mapping. So unfortunately, I don't have the time to show you the smartphone apps for SM navigation, but we will show them next time. There will be a session all about these apps. You can install them next time if you want to test them a bit. When I will show you them. I will actually share the screen of my smartphone. I will, but before doing that, I will do not do that immediately with the Google Play Store, because some of them, especially OSM, I will advise you not to install them from Google Play, because you will not have as a default the complete version, but a one with limitations. The complete one is available for free from F-Droid. That is an Android application platform that hosts only open source Android apps. There's another question. If there is bombing, how will you identify and map the building that had been destroyed? It's a bit rare to have post-disaster imagery. Generally, we have just after a disaster, it's rare to get them. Either they are actually provided by Maxa or a large company interested to either get this data or support the OSM community in this effort. But there are some approaches that have been made regarding evaluating building damages, not generally not from buildings, but both for after earthquake or things like that, only based on satellite imagery, because it's more limited than making such assessment directly from the field. You have, for example, in the tagging presets, one that was proposed to with damage, yes, PRIs was damage assessment. Okay, so you can see in the description, it supplies colored and shaped icons and classes for tagging visible structural strength and damage scale of buildings according to the HHI-BAR damage assessment methodology adapted for OpenStreetMap. Okay. So this, for example, you can install it. Maybe I missed it. BAR, the damage assessment, yes, you need to click on that. It will be downloaded. And what is good is, yes, it's there, okay? So let's say this one has been damaged. Heavy structure, completely minimal visible damage. It's just a 3 classes approach. between you can evaluate if the structure is light, medium, or heavy, and then based on that, if there is no visible damage, green, minimal, yellow, significant. Let's say 4 classes. Significant is orange, and red when it's completely damaged. Okay. Observation date, source, event. Yes. So this would be actually to be renewed if you want to. But you can put your event there, but there is a short list of past event from 2016, 17, thing like that. And it put these tags on part of it. Okay. Damage, general damage, medium, etc. No other question? Okay. So we will close now for this session. As I said, okay, we'll see next time. Everything would be regarding smartphone apps. There is no specific housework, I would say. I would not ask you to map buildings, or I mean, mapping the map settlements is actually what you will do, mapping over Yemen. So I remain everything that was in the previous sessions. I will just, it would be good if you can install your this application, and I will put more information about how to install it, and a short also description of what they provide. Okay, and see if there are some limitation or the context they should be used. And obviously, you will have the video of this session later in my afternoon. That can be very late, or for you, or even during the night, depending on your time zone. And don't forget, next week on Wednesday, there is the Mapathon. I'll send an email to all of you. So there is an introductory session on, I think, the same hour, but not on Thursday, but Wednesday, to show you how to map in Map Roulette. That is another platform for providing tasks to the crowd. So I wanted this Mapathon to be a bit by using another tool, to be another experience also for you. And any question, you can raise them in Discord. It's made for that. Okay, so have a very good day, and see you next week on Wednesday and Thursday. Bye-bye.